Hi Aries, so this read is going to be for you guys. I'm going to start with my oracle cards and then I will move on to my tarot cards just to clarify. So universe, what do you got going on for Aries? I know the cards are already trying to jump out of my hands here. So I'm actually just going to get started here and we'll see what we got. We got patience and planning. We got the crown chakra, which tends to speak to your spirituality, material and spiritual prosperity. The third eye chakra, which is sort of that intuition, sort of that inner sort of psychic feelings that you get. Fulfillment of wishes and prosperity begins. So it's looking to me like you got lots of good things coming in your future. Lots of good things you've been working towards, you've been planning, and I think this, I mean, it definitely speaks of spirituality and sort of growing as a person, but I wonder if this doesn't speak to finances as well. I'm going to pull a few more cards. So movement, choices, and decisions, victory and success. Let's see, we got suffering and silence, patience, and choose wisely as well. So I wonder if, well, I think the patience definitely has to go with the growth and the planning and the work that you've been putting into this endeavor. I'm going to pull a few more extra cards from my tarot deck here to clarify. But I'm wondering if your choose wisely isn't still sort of just caution regarding the choices that you have moving forward, just making sure that you're not putting yourself in a position where you're sort of going to be overwhelmed or sort of stressed out and have that sort of suffering and silence where you're kind of overwhelmed. We're just going to kind of build on this here. Ace of Wands, which definitely speaks to oh yeah, I believe it's a new business venture, because I just pulled the Ace of Pentacles as well, which is new beginnings, but also it's sort of new beginnings in finance. The Queen of Pentacles as well, which to me speaks of sort of being on top of this business, being well organized, being in control of that. I did pull the Lover's card, and I also got the King of Pentacles to kind of go along with the Queen. I got the Five of Wands, which sort of speaks to drama. So I'm wondering if the choose wisely also doesn't come into play here, with maybe this business venture is going to be a little bit of a strain on your relationship. And it can cause sort of some argument there. It might be tough to find a balance in what you're doing. I got the Eight of Pentacles, which again speaks to, I think, the hard work that you've been putting in educating yourself and the plans that you've been formulating and the foundation you've been laying down for this new business. I got the Queen of Swords, which to me sort of speaks of truth and of honesty. And so I wonder if part of this issue that may or may not happen with your partner here, due to the strain of the businesses, maybe you get too busy to keep the lines of communication open, and people sort of start to get the wrong idea. You know, nobody's saying anything, so everyone's just imagining what the other person thinks, and sometimes that can lead to trouble as well. I have the Seven of Pentacles, and I think in this case it speaks to financial abundance. So I think the business itself is headed in a very successful direction. And I got the Star card, which to me represents hope. The Three of Wands, which also represents sort of progress and moving in a positive forward direction. And the Three of Pentacles, which speaks to putting the work in and honing your craft and sort of starting to see the financial benefits of that coming to fruition. I did get the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands tends to speak to a dishonesty or a feeling that something was taken from you unfairly, that the other person maybe feels a lack of guilt. But I almost wonder if this doesn't have to do with maybe what's going to be happening in the relationship if the lines of communication aren't kept open, if everyone isn't being clear and honest about their needs. So I got the Temperance card, which again speaks to a balance between sort of emotions and logic as well. So not getting carried away in your feelings, but not ignoring feelings as well. And I think that speaks to the issues that you might have with this relationship, is one person's just not paying attention because they're too busy focused on the business and not sort of seeing that their partner's emotional needs aren't being met. I got the Four of Pentacles, which usually speaks to abundance. It can also speak of being miserly, and I wonder if in this case it might speak to emotions and holding emotions back and not making yourself available to your partner because you're spending all your time on the business as well. The Hangman to me speaks of, it's more of a warning, and just don't let you hold yourself back as well. The Ace of Cups, so it speaks to a new beginning, and the Magician as well. And the Magician means to me, you have all the tools that you need to be successful. It's still up to you whether you choose to use those and to make the choices and to action the choices that are gonna bring you success. I have the Fool card too, which to me means sort of letting yourself go and taking a leap of faith. And I almost wonder if that doesn't speak to trusting your partner with your emotions, with your thoughts, really building that partnership, that deep emotional connection to sort of help give you that support and find that balance during this transition and building this business. I'm going to pull some of my oracle cards just to sort of help clarify this. So I got disruption, balance. I got the chakra that has to do with the emotion, creativity, desires, and I got a heartache and loss as well. And I think this heartache and loss coupled with this disruption, I think these are warning cards that if you don't make sure that you're finding a balance between this new business venture as well as your relationship, you're gonna have a lot of emotional strife. There's going to be a lot of hard feelings, and you might have issues in your relationship here. I'm going to pull a few more. So I got rest and rejuvenate, mental conflict, intuition, and awareness. So for me, the mental conflict I think is going to come into play when you're just so busy, and then you got your partner saying, I need you, I need this. I think you're going to feel a bit torn. So I think that also speaks to being able to find that healthy balance in your life. And I think the awareness also speaks to being aware of keeping that balance of if you're slipping one way or the other way. The rest and rejuvenate, I think, also speaks to this as well. It also speaks to taking the time. Like, it takes time to build a business, but it also takes time to nurture a loving relationship. And so I think that's what that speaks to as well. And your intuition, I think also goes along with this, and just knowing in your heart sort of what's right, and trusting that the universe has you on the right path, and trusting your partner as well, that they have your best interests at heart. And so sort of taking that leap of faith and sort of letting them help you find that balance between the relationship, the home life, and this new business venture as well. Alrighty, guys. Well, I hope that was helpful to you guys. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please let me know. I would love to know if that helps somebody out. And take care, guys.